OCO, it's Shaman, Raven, Redtail, Hawk, Jaguar, and I'm coming to you with a special education on the Toltec spirituality. The Toltec spirituality is basically the XiOlmec spirituality, okay? Which we know today is the Mayan spirituality. Okay, so we have the sage cedar mix and we have the sweet grass. This clears negative energy. You want to do it in a clockwise manner. And this welcomes positive energy. And it's a offering to Divine Great Spirit. Okay. We have those. And we also want to fan it with the prayer fan. Okay. We have the sacred pipe. Okay. The sacred pipe. It is basically no additive tobacco. And this is what our great Aboriginal indigenous ancestors did. All right. All right, that's sacred smoke to our divine great ancestors. That's for our good only. Okay, we give them proper reverence and respect. All right. Now, the Toltec oracle, the Toltec spirituality, it comes with cards and a chart. Okay, the chart is the what they call the cross of Quetzalcoatl. Okay, and usually when you see a cross in ancient things, is just a cross, and usually the sun is in the middle, and these are the four directions representing the four basic elements in the universe, which is fire, water, air, and earth. Okay, those are the four elements. We have the four directions: north, south, east, and west. We also have four seasons. So usually when you see this cross, that is what the cross is. And the sun is usually in the middle. But with this, we have, we know the sun is a manifestation, a physical manifestation of Divine Great Spirit. Divine Great Spirit is in all things, but we're going to focus on what the ancients left us, the pieces to the puzzle, okay? And the heart goes here, which is anything that's in the form of Divine Great Spirit goes here. And they are the ruler cards. That is what they're called. And they look like this. They have the sacred black. Black is a sacred ceremonial color. Okay. The ancients were indigo, cinnamon, copper colored, tawny complected people. And today, people of color are that same array of colors, okay? We are descendants from the ancient XiOlmec, and this is their spirituality. They came up with what we know as the Mayan calendar today is actually the XiOlmec calendar, okay? The Tamo Ankin, basically the Toltec, what we know as the Toltec spirituality, okay? All right, so when we pull the cards, okay, you saw what the ruler card looks like, which is something in the form of Great Spirit, like Quetzalcoatl would be a ruler card, okay? And you will put that in the middle. That represents Divine Great Spirit in your life, okay? What form resonates, okay? And then the other cards look like this. These are the life situation cards, okay? Any situation in your life, okay? All right. And so you would place them in the different quadrants. You have a quadrant for the spirit, the body, the mind, and the emotions. So you have a quadrant for each one, okay? And you will always pull 5 cards, okay? 4 for the life situation type thing, and then in the middle, the Divine Great Spirit card, which form is resonating in your life, okay? All right. So I did pull 5 cards, okay? And the first card, we'll do the first card, which is a representative of Divine Great Spirit, and it is Quetzalcoatl. Quetzalcoatl is the feathered serpent, okay? When you say the feathered serpent, okay, the feather represents the eagle, okay? And the eagle is a manifestation of higher consciousness. The eagle flies in the air, so that represents a spiritual type thing, because it's like the wind. You can feel the wind. You can't see it necessarily, but you can feel its strong presence. That is like Divine Great Spirit, okay? The feather. The feather is also like the feather of truth in ancient Kemetic spirituality. I embrace many melanated spiritualities, and I will always talk about our common ground, things that we have in common, our similarities, our synchronicities, things of that nature. So I will always give different points of references to tie us together because we are one in Great Spirit, okay? So the feather serpent, the feather represents the eagle, which is in the spiritual realm, high in the air, close to the cosmos, what we call the heavens, okay? And then the serpent is what is here on the earth, okay? It crawls on the earth. And what they encompassed was marrying the opposites, the duality, the polarities of the masculine energy and the feminine energy, which is what Divine Great Spirit is. It is both. It has harmony, it has balance, it has justice, it is truth, okay? So what they did was they married the eagle, the feather, and then the serpent, okay? Bringing the opposites together to unite them and bring harmony versus fighting them, making them fight each other, okay? Which has gotten us into a lot of shit in the world. But anyway, okay, that is basically what Quetzalcoatl encompasses, the marrying of opposites to have harmony, okay? Even in the zodiac, you see, like with my zodiac sign is Libra. The opposite is the Aries, okay? I'm air, the Aries is fire, okay? Air and fire, okay? They can complement each other, okay? So this is marrying the spiritual world with the physical world, bringing them together. And we are standing in the middle as humans because we can flow in the spiritual realm and in the earthly physical realm, okay? We can also deal with a lot of things with that concept, but that's basically the feather serpent, which is Divine Great Spirit, which encompasses things that are spiritual and the physical realm, okay? All right. The next card is the Flint card, which I mentioned, the Flint card. And I have a piece of black obsidian, okay? Black obsidian is a sacred stone. It's a sacred, it's usually carved into little knives or different tools. And they also use the black obsidian for a mirror. It's a smoky black mirror to resemble the blackness, the darkness that is in us all. It's in the universe, the cosmos, and it is in us, okay? It is basically the cosmic womb, the womb that creation took place in, okay? And we all have a spiritual womb within us because when we come up with new ideas and inventions, that comes from our womb within us, okay? The blackness, the great mystery, the unknown, place where you look in that black obsidian mirror to deal with yourself. And basically, that's kind of what shamanism encompasses. You doing self-healing so you may reach higher consciousness and teach and guide others to do the same. That is what shamanism is. Sages, priests, priestesses, this is what they do. They help you heal yourself and reach higher consciousness, the height of spirituality. So back to the flint. The flint, they carve things, which a flint is like a knife, okay? And the carving and the polishing of the flint is like the carving and polishing of yourself. You're carving as you're learning yourself, know thyself, which is a Kemetic concept. You're learning yourself. You're dealing with everything about yourself, the negatives, the positives, your strengths, your weaknesses, and you're carving, okay? With the divine great spirit within you, you're carving yourself and polishing yourself as you learn, you heal, and you share that knowledge with others, okay? So the flint represents the carving and polishing. Also, while you're doing that, basically embracing your inner shaman, because everyone has an inner shaman, the ability to heal yourself spiritually and physically. You just have to tap into that energy of divine great spirit within, okay? And here we have a hand reaching down to help the shaman. Also, it is protecting the shaman on this self-discovery quest, okay? All right? So that is the flint card, okay? So we are all carving and polishing ourselves to reach higher consciousness, okay? The next card is the lizard card, okay? The lizard card represents basically divine great spirit in the form of a lizard. They speak about the lizards in all of the temples, the sacred temples, when they were doing sacred ceremonies and things of that nature. The lizard was always present and watching, observing, and guiding. So the guidance comes from, okay, you see the great mother here, okay? She is birthing forth a shaman, a sage, a healer, okay? So, that is basically what this card encompasses. I will go into depth in a moment, but I'm just giving you a basic overview of each card, okay? So, we know the shaman is being birthed forth, and that can also happen within you as you heal and you learn and you take into the wisdom of divine great spirit and your ancestors' knowledge and wisdom that is inside of you, which is their blood, their DNA flows through your veins, your body, okay? You are being birthed forth. And then you have also creations of your own being birthed forth, whether it's a business or a healing place, things of that nature. You're being birthed forth, okay? So, the shaman is being birthed forth, and that is the lizard card, okay? The next card is the sacred jaguar, okay? Now, the sacred jaguar and the lizard and the eagle are a part of the great triad, basically, in this Toltec spirituality, okay? they all have something to do with divine great spirit and divine great spirit's different forms, okay? Now, the sacred jaguar was one of the most great manifestations of divine great spirit in the physical that we can physically see. Also, the lizard and the eagle. Now, Quetzalcoatl was one of them because it married the eagle and the serpent together, the spiritual and the physical. Okay, so the jaguar is sitting on the throne. It is the most powerful hunter in the jungles of the Americas. Okay, the jaguar represents power, strength, and balance, because you have a golden jaguar, which represents the sun, which is considered divine masculine energy, and then you have the black jaguar, which represents the moon, okay, the divine feminine energy, just like the female cycle is patterned after the moon cycle. Also, the three main phases of the moon are from the new moon to the full moon. You have the young maiden, the mother, and the wise elder. Okay, so they use the jaguar as a sacred symbol of divine great spirit. Promotes balance. Okay, balance and yes, balance basically. We'll go into more depth of the jaguar and the jaguar sitting on the throne. Okay. The jaguar was also, the name was given to shamans, sages. They were given that name. Royalty was given the name of the jaguar. And also later, after the ancient XiOlmec Mayan culture, of course later the Aztecs, they had the jaguar warriors, because they dealt with more of the physical aspects of the jaguar, which is the warrior, because it was powerful, courageous, and the most powerful hunter in the Americas. Okay, so that's an overview of the jaguar card. Okay, the next card is the herb card. Okay, basically like medicinal herbs to heal your body. Okay, and to give you spiritual and psychic experiences, okay, to heighten your spiritual psychic gifts. Okay, all right, the herb, you have Maya Well, which is the goddess of the earth, and this plant basically is a sacred plant. It's like ayahuasca. Okay, when you take it into your body, it enhances and helps you tap into the spiritual realm and like your psychic abilities, kind of like the psychedelic mushroom and things of that nature. This plant is also put into tequila and mezcal. If you've ever had tequila or mezcal, this herb is in it. Okay, and the shamans and people that they work with, people that are getting healing, they have like this straw thing that they put down into the plant and they drink it. Okay, and it can either heal you in a spiritual sense, in a physical sense, but it can also, if you abuse it, it can make you drunk. And it can make you drunk, and it's like, you look at the two things. You're taking in this substance to heighten your spiritual sense, your psychic sense, or people take it and they abuse it and they make themselves drunk. But the shaman is somewhere in the middle ground, okay? When you take it in, Like I said, you tap into the spiritual realm. You can have visions. They call them hallucinations, but hallucinations is like a negative word, okay? But they have spiritual visions. You can have dreams. Some people go out, like not necessarily black out, but they have dreams, powerful spiritual dreams that help them with their healing or help them with the situation or things of that nature, okay? So the sacred herb can be used for good or evil, basically. You want to tap into those spiritual psychic abilities. You can take in this herb, okay? And that's an overview of that card, okay? That is what I know off the top of my head. Now we're going to go a little more in depth of what the book says, okay? Now we're going to go back to this again, which is the herb card. This is Maya Well, the goddess of the earth, the sacred herb. All right. We're going to check that one out. Okay. Now it talks about the goddess of the earth, Maya Well. She carries healing flowers, okay? And poison thorns. So you have the positive and the negative. Okay, and I was speaking about that. You can drink the substance to reach spiritual enlightenment, higher consciousness, or people drink it just to get drunk. But the shaman is in the middle ground, the balance point, okay, where you will have some effects, some physical effects from it. So it will make you tipsy, but it is for spiritual enlightenment, for healing, things of that nature. So it's the Mali Nali, okay, and that is how it's pronounced. It's the herb, okay, and Maya Well, which is on the card, is the goddess of the earth, okay, and it helps you to have the freedom to choose, okay. You want to flow in spiritual things, or you want to just flow in physical things, or you can be in the middle and have balance, and you marry the two together, okay. And the maguey plant, okay, the maguey plant is the twisted herb, Mali Nali, okay. It refers to the maguey plant. It is basically in the countryside of Mexico, okay, and it's the pulque, which is also known as the Nuto by the ancient Mexican people, okay? The ancient XiOlmec people. It is sacred tipsiness, basically, all right? And it's like the psychoactive mushrooms that I mentioned, okay? Or peyote, okay, in native spirituality. It's like the ayahuasca, okay. It talks about the experiences you have when you take it in, your visions, your dreams, okay. It is taken as medicine for healing, okay. It can be spiritual healing or physical healing. Spiritual healing or physical healing, okay. All right. It talks about healing the illness of the body and the soul, okay. Now, it's talking about the The turtle and the snake are on this card. All right, it's saying that their life is firmly attached to the earth. She is deeply rooted. The herb is deeply rooted into the earth, okay? And in one hand, she holds a bowl of flowers, which represents, you know, the good part. And then in the other hand, what does she have? The poison, okay? The poison. So, you have good medicine, or you have the medicine that has the thorns, the poison, which is bad medicine, which somebody's just profanely drunk on the negative side, okay? But it's saying if this herb is used wisely, it can bring healing, okay? And what they did was they saw the duality in everything. Okay, basically the divine masculine and the divine feminine and everything. And they married the spiritual and the physical concepts together, because that's how you reach enlightenment, truth, balance, harmony. That's how you reach higher consciousness, okay? It talks about you have to examine yourself and your life. See what in your life produces flowers, or what produces thorns and poison, okay? So this is what that is saying to you, okay? So we always want to choose the flowers, but sometimes, yes, the thorns are there, the poison is there, okay? But remember, through divine great spirit, through the vehicle of this herb, you can be balanced, you can have harmony within, and that promotes healing spiritually and physically, okay? And when you heal yourself, you can guide and help others heal themselves. And that's basically what a shaman is. While they're, you know, going within and healing themselves and learning the ways of divine great spirit via our ancestors, sacred knowledge that's revealed to them, revelations, things of that nature, they can guide others to do the same, okay? The next card was the Jaguar card, okay? Which is my favorite, one of my favorites, because the Jaguar, I actually practice Black Jaguar, Black Panther, Golden Jaguar spirit medicine, okay? The Jaguar, I did do an overview about the power and the strength and the balance of the Jaguar, with the golden one for the sun, divine masculine energy, and then the black one for the moon, the divine feminine energy, okay? So, you have the Jaguar, okay? The Jaguar is sitting on the throne, okay? The power of the Jaguar brings great responsibility, okay? This is your power animal. You have great responsibility, okay? This is one of my power animals, okay? I work with 3, the raven, the red-tailed hawk, and the jaguar. And I have the balance of the golden and the black jaguar, okay? To represent the sun and the moon energy, the divine masculine and the divine feminine, which is divine great spirit within me, okay? It talks about it being a part of the highly regarded animal spirits, which is the jaguar, the eagle, and the lizard in the Toltec spirituality, okay? It also talks about the jaguar knights in ancient times, the jaguar warriors, and the jaguar warriors, They serve as defenders and having a mystical purpose. Okay? Warriors of the spirit. Okay? The Jaguar represents strength and a deep state of harmony. Okay? In the world of nature and invisible forces. Okay? The image of the Jaguar means power. Power and harmony and balance in life. Okay? We see the Jaguar sitting on the throne, the expression of a high position, okay, with a mystical vision, the number 14, okay, and the head of the Jaguar, okay, the head of the Jaguar. So we see the head on the, over here, we see the head, and then we see the number 14 on the other side, which is right there. Okay. And the throne is in the middle. Okay. High position, powerful. On the throne, we see a ceremonial arrow, which is an offering to divine great spirit in the form of the Jaguar. Okay. We know the Jaguar encompasses strength, hunting power, balance, harmony, patience, the capacity for keen observation, beauty, flexibility, and magic, which is spirituality. Okay, it wants you to adapt and adopt the features of the powerful animal to deal with your world. Okay, you have to be full of strength to overcome things in your life. So you have to apply like the different things: strength, balance, harmony, beauty, flexibility, whenever it calls for. Okay, we know the Jaguar is the powerful hunter, and it watches its territory. That's why it's sitting on the throne. Okay, it balances the elements in the world. Whatever's in your world, you're gonna have balance with it. So, your job, you work hard, but you're also a mother. So you have to balance the two. You can't let them get off balance, okay? So it's just basically talking about balance and harmony, and that's like Ma'at to me. And it's also like